From the University of Virginia's Miller Center, this is American Forum.
I'm Doug Blackman, the executive producer and host of American Forum, a public affairs program that every week brings you a penetrating dialogue with one of the great minds of American life. Sometimes it's a famous historian or a great scholar you've never heard of, but should. Other episodes, we bring an expert on a burning issue, or a leader who has to deal with those hot, complicated issues on the ground, in real life. The generals who confronted our endless war in Iraq and Afghanistan, diplomats and top advisors to the White House, the CIA officials who made the decision on torturing terrorists, the journalists who uncover the things that trouble us and cover the people who lead our nation.
Police have always behaved badly.
I think we're kidding ourselves if we think we're doing well in this war. And we're against an enemy that waits us out.
If we can't do 50-year commitments, if we can't win these kinds of conflicts, should the United States simply punish our enemies and then go back home? How did you become you?
Oh, a minor question, sir.
American Forum has some big changes coming in the fall of 2015. We're shifting to a faster 30-minute format to make it easier for public television stations to include the show in your public affairs package and make it more accessible to your viewers. We're also refreshing the graphics and our look, rebuilding our web platform, and maximizing our social media opportunities to collaborate with PBS and PBS World.
Your former firm, Blackwater's been in the news.
That case was thrown out once already. Government got a conviction this time. The guys have a very strong case for an appeal, and I will leave it at that.
But so is that an
our
argument for the
representation,
draft?
our
Is that what you're
image,
saying? You're agreeing
you know?
with Eric that we need to bring back the draft?
We'll spend a lot of our time in the months ahead looking at the presidential campaign, the candidates, their advisors, and the top journalists on national politics and the White House. But we also see 2016 as a pivotal year in American history, a time when the country faces giant demographic changes, a deep political divide, and huge issues around our nation's place in the world, the environment, the future of our society. What do I bring to these programs? I've been a journalist, an author, now a filmmaker for more than 30 years. I've been lucky enough to cover some of the great stories of our time. And I've covered every kind of political campaign, from city council to the election of President Barack Obama. I've even covered some baseball. Now I'm at the university established by our founding father, Thomas Jefferson, at a place called the Miller Center, the nation's preeminent institution for the study of the presidency, and where the nation's most important leaders come to exchange ideas and make their case.
Is it because you're black?
I can't look into the hearts and minds of my critics.
There were all these opportunities to have connected dots that were never connected.
How many dots do you really want them to connect before you become a police state?
If Hillary Clinton had not been so critical to the re-election strategy of President Obama, that almost any other Secretary of State would have had to resign.
I'm talking about sort of real politic here. That is what you just described is exactly how the real world works.
You were recently quoted saying that you're not interested in a national conversation on race. Yeah. So why did you agree to come on this show where we're having a conversation on race?
And there is something, as you know as an historian, where a crisis gives freedom for the leader to do things that might not otherwise happen.
We believe that the country's leaders from any party can benefit from the lessons of history and some civil discussions about the issues we all face. Coming this fall, the new American Forum.